Namaste. This is from the rediscovery of Vidhansauda. I am now sitting in the chamber of Dr. Ajay Dharm Singh, the son of the former Chief Minister, Shri Dharm Singh, who is playing a very pivotal role in Karnataka Legislative Assembly as a Chief Whip. Over to Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh, who briefs what exactly his office is and a brief note about himself. Over to sir now.
Hello everybody. I am Dr. Ajay Singh. I am a legislature for the second time. Prior to this, I was given the responsibility in the coalition government as the Delhi representative to the state government, and subsequently when the BJP government came, I was given the responsibility of being the chief whip. I was appointed the chief whip of the opposition, and this got a status of cabinet rank. It's a very challenging post, because whenever the assembly happens, in coordination with the ruling government chief whip, as well as opposition leader, the deputy opposition leader, as well as the speaker, we have to ensure that the house runs in a nice manner, and mainly our responsibility is to keep the discipline of all the opposition MLAs. So there are various aspects. Whenever there is a question hour, we have to coordinate with our MLAs. Whenever there is a 0 hour, things which are of utmost importance. So I should make it a priority that whichever MLA is facing an issue in his constituency, I need to get it through to the speaker and give him an opportunity to speak, as well as a lot of youngs and calling attentions are there. A lot of youngsters would want to speak regarding issues in their region, in their district, in their constituencies. So we need to coordinate that. And more than anything else, when there are important issues which people need to discuss, we have to give an opportunity to the youngsters. Obviously, the opposition leader speaks on every issue, the deputy leader speaks, the senior leader also speaks. But a lot of youngsters, one-time, two-time youngsters, MLAs, who would want to speak regarding various issues, so they come to me and I in turn request the speaker to give them an opportunity, and it's a very, very challenging thing. And most importantly, as a chief whip, whenever a voting happens, we have to ensure all our MLAs are present of the opposition.
Well, right now, just now I had a talk with, he's been titled as a chief whip of Karnataka Legislative Assembly. And this is the office where he is, and he's been seated there. And particularly the visitors from his constituency, several visitors will come to address their grievances. Particularly there are several grievances also. And I have his PA, he happens to be Parivala Kannan. He's a PA who assists especially the Honorable Chief Whip in almost all the tasks. And you see the panel of the leader of the Chief Whip. You see the first was K. Abhay Chandra, next is Madhu Bhangarappa, Sunil Kumar, and now the present Chief Whip of Karnataka Legislative Assembly is Ajay Dharm Singh, Dr. Ajay Dharm Singh. And they have been all seated here to see what exactly their grievances is. And this is being done under the rediscovery of Vidhansauda, initiated by Srimati Vasanta.Kavita and the inputs of Kavita editor Rajya Dharma Mysore, and presented by Gnanashakher as well as Sundaresh. Namaste.
I am Prakash Rathod. I am the opposition chief whip appointed by the Congress party, and I have been functioning here for the past 3 months. As you all know, the system of whip is inherited from the colonial British rule. In a democratic setup, the chief whip is the political leader who carries on the whipping system, brings discipline amongst the party legislators, directs the legislators to abide by the directions given by the party. He also ensures that the legislators are present in the house, they follow the discipline that has been set in the assembly to follow the directions of the party, and see that the democratic system in the country is upheld and the highest standard is maintained. And it's also a thing is that the whip can give directions to the legislators in the house, but he cannot give directions when there is the presidential system of elections in India, especially for the president's voting system. He will not be able to give directions to the legislators. But as far as the council is concerned, we in the council have brought very innovative system where as a chief whip, after I have taken over as a chief whip, I ensure that even the junior most member gets an opportunity to speak on the issues that are raised in the house. Normally it is the senior leaders who take a lot of time and don't give a chance to the younger or the newer members. So we have tried to improve the system that suits our party, both the young.
How exactly this, the office, the chief whip, particularly for the opposition, originated? Can you just give a brief note about it?
Karnataka has always led from front in giving good administration and upholding the articles of the Constitution of India. Today, we are very proud to tell that got a cabinet rank status, and this recognition was given due to the initiative taken. The proposal to recognize the opposition as the chief whip was sent to the parliament, and the parliament approved it on 8th September 2009. And the decision taken by the parliament to recognize the opposition chief whip as in the ambit of the constitution and gave it a cabinet rank post. It was the lead taken by Mr. Veeranamathikari, Legislative Council. Apart from this, it is paved the way for all the opposition chief whips in the country to get recognition and the government facilities that are given to a cabinet minister.
Thank you, sir. And right now I am in his office, and you can see the previous speaker, the previous leader of the opposition in the whip, in the capacity of the whip they have functioned. And he has also hanged his father's photo behind. His name is Sri K.T. Rathod. He was ex-president of KPCC earlier, and he was also the social welfare and the cultural minister, and during the period of Devarajaras, and particularly the champion of people's cause. And behind it, he has a preamble of the Constitution, and this definitely gives a guideline. And behind him, he is the photo of the leader of opposition, Sri Siddaramaiah, can also be seen. And apart from that, the other important, the leaders as well as the present leaders' photos are also there. And this is right now, this is the chamber where he's been seated here and where he receives particularly. And next is he has his the Congress leadership who have been the stalwart leaders who have shaped up his future and who have been recently impressed by him. And now this is the antechamber where he goes. This is usually arranged for his own privacy purposes. Particularly the office which we see regarding this the leader, the chief whip of opposition Karnataka Legislature.